Hello guys, this is KTB Vlogs or TBZ Production here. As you see, I'm back on my channel again. As in this video, as of today, I was not really going to plan on doing another DKOldies video, but as I realized, it's actually completely still more people out there still doing the same dumb shit. Just keep coming um, on this channel, really, just keep saying they scammed them and the console was dirty and all that stuff and blah blah blah. All this dumb bullshit. So as I hope for this video, this basically be part three, as I can tell, and this will be the conclusion of this whole discussion series. Basically, going out with a third final talk about it. So I gave y'all guys a brief basically history of this mess. The site called DKOldies is many people that have not know about them. A site called DKOldies, and they actually sell older games and older consoles for people to have experiences of playing old games that they used to play. The good days of gaming. As you can see, today's gaming ain't fun than the gaming back then. So they decide as another site, as I realized, called Lukey Games. They basically do the same thing. They sell games and consoles and do all that stuff, just like DK Oldies. And they sell games and retro consoles, older consoles of gaming. And basically, how this mess started, it actually started like in August of last year, I think. But it was not big, and nobody was not really talking about it that much until the beginning of this year. So basically started like in January, I think, and just been going, spreading like fire. So as I look at this site, DKOD site, and everything, as I talk about in both of my two videos, my previous videos of talking about DKODs, as I realized that like these guys did this mess because they are trying to destroy people are playing older games and older consoles. So as you realize that the people that make those videos, all those, they scammed me. They gave me a dirty console. I bought 7 game consoles from them, and they dirty. All that dumb shit. They are trying to ruin people of going back and buying those older consoles and play those older games. As is me right now, I did get the PlayStation 4. So as of I think you guys will see that video on TBZ of my update of um of that. I actually got a pre-owned PS4. I didn't get the brand new one though. But it and I'll talk about my experiences later in this video. But the update video will come out soon. It's probably the next video that'll be out, but it'll be on TBZ production as my main channel right here, which you guys see on the screen right here. So it'll be on that channel. So as I realized that they basically are just trying to stop people of buying older games and older consoles because they realize today's gaming is not really fun. It's so boring and just so dry and so less of playing. Because like you can realize the PlayStation is the same way. I guess the PlayStation 4 and 5 basically are just started to become bland. Even though I just got PS4, um, but as I realized, I only want to play certain games that I would play on the PS4, and not I'm gonna buy the new Hogwarts Legacy. I'm gonna buy the new God of War Ragnarok and all. Buy the games that they talk about it, and then later it just become, oh yeah, that game. It's like that. It that's basically how it be. So that's why I do. I don't get the console. Oh, I'm gonna play that game that everybody's playing right now, and I'm gonna do this. No, because I did not do that. I when like the Dragon Ball games that was coming out back, like Fire Z, Xenoverse, 2, Kakarot. I only played Xenoverse 1, the first one time, a couple of times. Never played Fire Z. I don't plan on playing Fire Z at all. Let's see. Oh yeah, I only played Kakarot once, and I gave it away. I didn't really care for Kakarot that much. So it's like that. Like I don't play the games that are like everybody's talking about right now. Like, oh my god, oh my god, a new game coming out! I can't wait to get that game. I mean, like I don't do that because those games are not going to really be exciting, and they're not really exciting. Like, um, I probably will talk about Tekiachi 4 soon. I will. So, but anyway, I'm off topic. But yeah, that's how it be. Like they trying to destroy, uh, ruin people are playing older games, and going and playing those older games that people used to play. So like people want to go back to the N64 days and play those good games on the N64. People want to go back and play the PlayStation 2. I mean, like, come on. Even the PS3 is still playable till this day. I mean, even those people, oh no, it's not. It's not. It's not really playable. And then they all got mad because they update the PlayStation 3. I'm like, that's. I mean, people still using the PlayStation 3. People still using it to watch YouTube, Netflix, and I mean, like, you can still go on the PlayStation Store, all that stuff, and still play the games on the system. I mean, that's not a problem. I mean, they don't like when people go back and play older games. That's the only problem. They want you to play that's out right now. Like, you gotta get that game. You gotta get that game. Like that. Like, see, that's what all those YouTubers do. They get all these consoles and just say, "I got it. I got this console too." Like, no. I open up the console. Oh my god, it's so dirty. I mean, like, it's so stupid. Especially Jacob R. Him. What's the other one? I don't like Austin Evans either, or it's another guy. I know there's one guy named Mystic, but like not not him. I think is it Spawn Wave. I think it's one of those guys. Mystic, no. Like even though like I think he plays. So he's mostly a PlayStation fan. He plays PlayStation more than all the other consoles. Yeah, I think it was yeah, all those guys I just named, Jacob R, Austin Evans, Spawn Wave. Oh yeah, can't forget Review Tech. It's all the other ones. I think it's one called Risky. Risky. I think it's RGB something. I mean, there's a whole bunch of YouTubers that make all these videos right now calling DKOldies a scam and doing all that stuff. So I named most of them, but the one that's mostly the top two to me is Jacob R and Review Tech USA. I talk a lot about those two in those other two videos and all that stuff. So yeah, so that's what I realized. Like they they get all these consoles for show, just to say I got the console and all that. That's what they do it for. And saying that oh they dirty. I'm like, and then saying they should be brand new consoles. And you realize the word refurbish. It start raining outside as I'm talking. Oh man, it's raining. So yeah, so they basically started this whole uh, discussion, basically just to get that point across, and they wanted to start making those videos of DKOldies and keep bashing them and stuff. Okay, guys, as you know, you kind of hear in the background, like it started raining and stuff, and it's starting like I think like 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's when it's as I realized I did not notice that. I mean, today was a pretty day. I mean, as to today, as I'm recording this, today's actually it's actually early Saturday morning, and today was pretty. Sun was shining and all this stuff, and just turned stormy in the middle of the night. I mean, it's crazy. So now you can hear the rain and everything behind me. You can hear it. I can hear it outside from outside. But back to what I was saying. So they get these consoles. They they don't want people to buy consoles that people used to play, and they basically get them for show. Say I got one too, and I bought another PlayStation 2 refurbished, and oh, it's not that great. I mean, like stuff like that. Like they make up a lie, like oh, it's dirty, and you kind of realize that how so wrong and fake they are. But if you lie like that and then say DKOD scam you, you are the scammer. I mean, as you watch those other two videos I made, you bought 5 consoles. 5. Not one, but 5. And say they all dirty and they can only scam me and all that stuff. And the other guy, Review Tech, like I said, bought an Xbox from him, the PlayStation 2, I think the N64. Uh, just bought all those older consoles and say they scammed them. And basically create this whole trend of people make videos of DK oldies. Like I'm not on the trend. Like I'm actually I'm making this video to point out the truth behind the people that are making up all those stupid ass, fake ass lies on their videos. I mean, completely. So that's why I'm basically, yeah, at this point, they don't need no support. Because you kind of realize if you look at the screen here. I mean, all that hate can turn into something good. And look at the screen. DKOldies got 1 million subscribers. Hate can turn into good. And something good can turn into bad. So, opposite. And so that's what happened. These guys make all these videos. Scam me. You didn't go scam me. I thought they gave me a 30 console. Something something that looks bad can actually look good. And you realize all the hate that they were giving DK Oldies turned out to be turned into something good. It didn't stop their business. Their business is still going strong. And you didn't stop them. I mean, really. That's what they was trying to do. And I realized they've been around for a long time, and I did not notice that. But when they start to become known by a lot of people online and getting a lot of social media and all that stuff, they didn't like that because now they see another channel getting a lot of attention. People actually going to their store, online store, buying their stuff and all that stuff, and then these little tech nerds, assholes, I'd say, basically jump on the bandwagon because they see people buying older consoles and trash on the older consoles and basically don't want nobody to go buy anything from us from DKOldies. So that's basically the whole point of what they did to DKOldies. They did all of that just for hate, clout, yes. And one thing I kind of discovered that I did not notice that, and I think I seen on one of the videos of this guy named Boomer Sauce. As I realized that the real reason why all those guys did all those videos, hate on DKOldies, bought consoles and games and stuff from them. The real reason why they hated on DKOldies because DKOldies did on his channel is he gives shout outs to people that purchased something from them. So when he does one of those videos, like that's what those guys hate on. Like, why do you make all those videos like that? Like, okay, why do you make a lot of videos of you buying the same console over and over again, and you already got the same damn console before? Please tell me. Now that's what I want to know, but I don't know. So anyway, when when he do those videos, the shout outs to people that purchase something from them from the online store, and he gives them a shout out and in the video and all that stuff, and pick the person that he wants to do a shout out on the video. So all of those guys that bought consoles from DKOldies, the ones that don't like Jacob R, Review Tech, Risky, any of those guys, RGB, or all of those guys, Austin Evans, they all made those videos because DKOldies did not shout them out on his videos on his channel on the channel. So you get mad over that. because he did not get a shout out on the video on their channel. So that's why they did all this shit. They all made this whole trend of hating on DKOldies. And ever since that, that's where it became. And I was like, wow, I just realized that. And I watched that video, the Boomer Sauce. I watched that video and I was like, that makes sense. Because they didn't because he did not give them a shout out, y'all all want to hate and call him a scam. Wow. And another thing about that crap, all these former employees. I'm like, I'm like, really? And I'm like, now you can tell that you can see now you can tell that that was a fucking lie. I mean, completely. I mean, completely a lie right there. You're a former employee and you trying to get a clout video because they want you to join the bandwagon too. I mean, you can tell all that crap was scripted, sawed up. I mean, that whole Jacob R video and review tech video, oh my god, like that is so fake. And you can tell that they all scripted this shit. Well, I mean, like, I'm not going to script an interview. I'm going to ask you something completely straight up. Like, this ain't scripted. Like, hey, remember to say that, okay? Remember to say that, okay? So we can make sure that everyone knows that that's what you actually said. Say that whole sentence. No, I'm telling you straight up, out of my own mouth, out of my own head, that I ask, not make up something and scripted it and tell them to say this and say that and make, oh, it's real. No, it's not. Come on. I look at interviews, like celebrity interviews and all that stuff, like most of it's scripted. Think out of your own head. See, that's why I like when people actually create like a YouTube channel of talking to people and it's not scripted or anything. Just ask questions straight up. I mean, completely. So that whole thing to a former employee like that was fake. Come on, you can tell. So they try to keep making this trend to go hard, to go keep going and making it go stronger and stronger. And ever since all of that crap happened, DKOldies reached 1 million subscribers, and then they still keep hating DKOldies. I'm like, wow. And that's what the hate turned into the good. Look at their channel now. I was like, what? They made a fake interview with a former employee? You can tell they lying. I mean, completely. So, yeah, so when I realized that, I looked at all of that and I'm like sitting here like, so this whole DK Oldies thing is basically these guys and I get shout outs on their purchase on their orders and stuff, and they all wanted to make a whole hate trend of DK Oldies and called him a scam artist and all that stuff and try to destroy the business. And I'm like, wow. All that for some, you didn't give me a shout out. I mean, come on. Like, I figured it out like completely like, wow. Now that's some bullshit. I mean, like I said, see, and technically they was trying to destroy people buying older consoles anyway. And you kind of realize that people are still buying older consoles right now as I speak. Like, Somebody buying the PlayStation 2. Somebody's buying the PlayStation 3. Someone's buying the PlayStation 4. I mean, I think recently I went to Walmart. They put out some more PS4s in the case. And I'm like, oh wow, like that's surprising because I was gonna get one brand new, but I decided to get a pre-owned PlayStation 4 and all that. So I'll talk about that in a minute as we continue. And I saw three PS5s, one Xbox Series X, the X, and like four of the Xbox Series S, the slim ones. So they had like four, yeah, okay, one Xbox Series X and four Xbox Series S, the little white ones, and it was four Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 bundles of the PlayStation 4, uh, one regular PlayStation 4, the regular PlayStation 4 in the white box, and three PlayStation 5s. So I was like, wow, like I'm surprised they had some on the shelf, and I was very surprised that actually happened. I mean, like I didn't know. I mean, it was crazy. But when you realize that all the thinking, like people still go and look for those consoles and stuff, like because even some of them they were like trying to support the PS5, and then you realize that the PlayStation 5 ain't really that worth it. Really isn't, because it's just an updated PS4, and technically the PS4 is still a lot active, even though it's 10 years old now, and the system still works great, and it still has that gaming experience. And PS5 is just there. It's just sitting there. Like Xbox Series X. Like those you see the idiots that buy them. Like, I got both of them. Like, who gives a shit? Like, I don't care. They're not worth it. And to be honest, they're not. I mean, like, I don't even care about them. Now, I'd rather get the PS4 or the PlayStation 5 than probably get the Xbox One over the Xbox Series because it's the same thing. Um, like the whole thing about play PS4 Pro, it's the same thing. You're buying the same console. The only thing y'all only reason to get that console. Oh my god, the graphics so amazing. I'm like, oh my gosh, like isn't that it's not that worth it. It's not necessary, and I wouldn't get the console just for the looks. I mean, you can see it, guys. I mean, like you can completely see the whole truth there. So I rather get the the PS4 and the Xbox One over the two consoles of right now because they all only thing PS5 and Xbox Series are there for. They're only there because you can see them, and you can see that the people that get both of those consoles are getting it for the looks. They're not getting it for the, oh my god, look at the games. No, because really, the games that's on the PS5 are already on the PlayStation 4. Because you can play God of War Ragnarok on PlayStation 4. You can play the new Horizon game on PlayStation 4. Because I think I've seen the first Horizon game, the first one, the other one they made. And the new one that just came out is actually unbundled with the I think with the digital version of the PlayStation 5 because God of War Ragnarok and that game they're bundled with the PS5. But in reality, you can play both of those games on the PlayStation 4. So there's no point of getting PlayStation 5 because you're playing the same games off the other console, and then it's the same thing. So, like, say for example, you got Mortal Kombat 11, right? Mortal Kombat 11. Okay, the Mortal Kombat game is on the Xbox One, and then it's on the PS5, Xbox Series X or S. S is digital, and Series is disc. Series X is disc, and S is digital. So you're playing the same game on other consoles, and it's still the same. It's nothing new. So that's why I realized that like it's not worth to get the other console because it's the same thing. You're playing the same game on the same console, on a different console. That's all it is. Not same console, on a different console. Well, PS4, PS5, you're playing that same game on both of these consoles here. That's why I'm trying to make my point there, guys. Maybe I should make a video about the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series. Maybe so. I probably will make that later. Okay, but speaking of back to what I was talking about, like I see more people get the older consoles and get the older games and play those games and do all that stuff because that's what mostly everybody's playing those games for now. They're not they're going back to those consoles because it's more fun because the experience of those consoles are more fun to play and they still are more fun to play till this day. It's nothing new. Uh, Seeing on the PS5 you playing the same exact game that you're playing on the PlayStation 4, and then the PlayStation 4 is still relevant, and the Xbox One is still relevant. So in reality, those two next gen consoles are not really worth it because you're only getting it because for the looks. You only get it for the show. You only get it for attention. That's it. And especially you see all those guys. When the Slim's gonna come out? Sorry, I hit my chair arm. Sorry. And they keep begging for what PlayStation they're coming out with next. Like, are they going to make the Slim? Are we going to get the new controller? Are we going to get this? Are we going to get that? I mean, keep begging for this and keep begging for that. I mean, like, that's all they're going to do. So, yeah. So basically, my final thoughts on this whole DKOldies discussion. I can't believe a lot of things I found out, and I kind of wish I did find out in the other two-part videos of the part one, part two, because Boomer Sauce videos kind of helped me to find out more of the truth, and when I found out more of this truth, like they um they hate on DKOldies because they didn't get a shout out on one of the videos on his channel when they bought something from it. And like, wow. I mean, completely like, I was surprised. I did not notice that. And I'm glad I finally see the truth. And now you still see these guys keep making these 1,000 videos, and all that hate's gonna keep growing and growing their channel. I mean, and business is still booming for them. I mean, they still getting game consoles. sold to people and still going strong. And these guys just keep making hate videos like, you scam me, you scam me. I bought something from Luki Games and he's worse than DKOldies. I mean, come on. I mean, like, see, that's what they're trying. That's what those guys are trying to do. They're trying to destroy people, destroy the fact that they don't want people to go and buy older consoles and play them. They want you to play something that's now and today. Like, grab the PlayStation 5. And you'd be like, no, I want to go play the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 3. No, no, buy the PlayStation 5. Buy it. You would not regret it. It's worth it. I mean, like, completely, like, they don't want you to play, like, stuff that came before it. Then you realize the people that you think that they support the older consoles, they don't really support them. And so you realize they only do it for the show, like, oh, I got a PlayStation 2, I got Xbox, I got the original Xbox, I bought a PlayStation 4 Pro, I bought a GameCube. I mean, come on. I mean, completely. They do it for show. So yeah. So I think I did pretty good for this whole discussion thing of DK Oldies and talk about a little other stuff as along the way. And so yeah. So I think I did a pretty good job. So so like I said at the beginning of the video or earlier a while ago, I said I did get a PlayStation 4. I got the slim PlayStation 4, the slim one. What I did to the PlayStation 4, I actually opened up the console. It had a little dust in it, like it had like dust bunnies, little dust particles in the console. So I basically cleaned it with my vacuum and brush and cleaned it all out and everything. And the dish tray was kind of stick, like it will stick and won't open up the console. So I fixed that, and as of right now, it's playing the games just fine. Like it playing the games, the speed of loading the games. It depends on if you got a scratched up game. So as I realized, like you have to keep the games, the Blu-ray disc, of course, yes. You have to keep those discs clean at all times. Don't let them be dirty. Don't get smudge on them. Don't do anything like that. Like if this was the PlayStation 2 times game disc, like if they had a game disc like that, then you could be able to clean off alcohol and all that stuff. But don't wet the Blu-ray disc, anything like that. No, don't ever do that. So that's one important thing I realized. And even though and as the guy I bought it from, because he told me that it was 100% working. But at least I fixed the inside of the console. So it plays great now, and this drive is working good, and I cleaned it out and make sure it stayed clean and did all of that stuff, and basically PlayStation 4 is running smoothly like it's supposed to. I mean, it's only problem I had to use a controller from one of my family members, but and so and I had to get me a controller soon. So it's only one thing have to actually do. So by the time I should have my get my own actual original controller, get the actual original black controller. for the console and probably go online and buy another controller for a good price. Yeah, so that's all I have to do for it. So I'm kind of glad I did get a PlayStation 4, but it was only minor things that was wrong with it. You know, I cleaned it out. I fixed the disk drive and it plays the games just fine. I did all that stuff, and now it's working like a pro. Sorry to say that, because it's not a PlayStation 4 Pro. It's PlayStation 4 Slim, and yeah. So that's why I'm glad I kind of did. Glad I did finally get one. If I ever get a brand new PlayStation 4 Slim, I say I'll try to get the new one with the Call of Duty bundle, because the one I got is a 500 gigabytes console. But in reality, it's not like I'm gonna have 1,000 games on the console playing it. As I realized when I checked the the library inside the PlayStation, because most of the games that's in the library of the PlayStation are from the PlayStation Plus. So I have to get PlayStation Plus to play some of those games. And so in reality, like most of those games that's on there, like I think I had Xenoverse 2. So all I have to do is get the disc, the game, Xenoverse game, and probably get that, and I have to get Call of Duty, of course, Black Ops 3. I probably would grab World War II, maybe. Yeah, World War II. Um, I did not really care for the reboot Modern Warfare, but I might. I don't know. I don't really want to get it but like if I do get it, probably I probably will get the new one they just made. So I probably will get that one and get those games and stuff. But like I said, not really going to be playing games the most of the time, so I'm not going to be really playing that much. So that's one problem that some people think. Oh, I'm going to play 1,000 games. Like, no, I can't. I would not do that. So yeah. So that's all I have to do. Get the PlayStation I ordered soon in the mail, and probably see it probably in the update, and yeah, you'll probably see that soon. So guys, what you guys think of this whole discussion of DKOldies? I'm kind of glad I found more of the truth of it, and I'm glad that I can finally conclude this whole discussion. And like I said in part two, DKOldies is not a scam, and the the only reason why trying to call them a scam is because they don't want people to buy older consoles, and they trying to ruin older game consoles and ruin retro gaming, playing older games, and they don't like that because they want you to play something that's out today, and they want you to get all hype for the Spider-Man game and get hype on God of War Ragnarok and Call of Duty and all that stuff. In reality, some of that stuff ain't really exciting. It's boring, and it's kind of true. So that's why I kind of realized that most of the stuff that they doing now are not. It's not fun. It's less. It's not exciting. Like playing an older game is more exciting than playing a new game. And that's true. So yeah, they basically try to destroy retro gaming and making all these hate videos, buying the consoles and call them dirty. They're broken. They nasty, or they got dirt inside of them. In reality, I learned that the truth of that. They throw dirt into the damn console and try to make it like it's dirty and do all that shit. Yeah, I know that trick. So I thank Boomer Sauce for doing all of that, exposing a lot of those guys, and I'm really happy he did that. And like I said, DKOldies to me is not a scam. He, I mean, like I never bought nothing from them, and maybe soon I'll buy something from them. So I mean, oh, I'm gonna do it for clout. I'm gonna do it for gaming. I'm gonna do it for all that. No, because I bought something from an online store and you don't like that, but you're buying 5 to 10 consoles every single day, and you buying them for show and for clout and for attention. Today I bought an Xbox, original Xbox from Loogie Games, and it's worse than DK Oldies. I mean, completely like it's just so bad. Jacob R. So yeah, guys. That's my final thoughts on DK Oldies. They're not a scam, and I think you should go and purchase their items and games they actually have in their online store and everything. Before I go, because I realized that the prices on stuff actually is looking pretty good, as I can see here. The Wii is now $75. The N64 is $100, and the original Nintendo is $89, and the Super Nintendo is $160. So in reality, these prices actually are good, and I kind of see the Super Nintendo gonna cost more because mostly everybody was playing the Super Nintendo. The original Nintendo should be good too, but the N64, I say that's a good deal for that. Look at this before I go. I'm gonna look at all the. I think this is all the clearance stuff on sale. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. Some of the games and some of the consoles, like the GameCube, is still reasonable. 139 for the GameCube, 159 for the Super Nintendo. Um, Halo 3 is still $10. That's pretty good. I'm just looking at the prices on stuff, and you know, just looking at it and see what they have. Some of these games are like $8 like $20. Like Mario World and 2 and 3 are 2 is 26 and 3 is 23. Galaxy is $20. Super Mario Bros. Wii is $30. Makes sense. Today's standard game. The first God of War is $25. That's pretty good. Spyro the Dragon from the PS1 game is $32. Hey, even the Harry Potter game is $20. And of course, Final Fantasy. Grand Theft Auto 3 is $5. Some GameCube games, Ice Age games, $8, $9 for Incredibles game, Sonic game, Mega Collection game on GameCube. It's $22. PlayStation 2 is $189. And right now on eBay, I found a PlayStation for $100. And I do want to get that because I was going to get the PlayStation 2. So I want to replace the PlayStation 2. Yeah, some of these games like Xbox or GameCube games, some of them are $5, $6, this and that, and all of that stuff. So some of these game prices are actually good, and I don't see nothing bad about it. I mean, I really don't. So yeah, guys, I just wanted you guys to see that. So my final thoughts on that, and a lot of these stuff's on sale, so that's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty awesome. And they're still going strong. So it's a lot of people still buying stuff from them, and they're still going good. So I hope you guys enjoy this discussion, final discussion on DKOldies and all of that. And hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And the upcoming video is going to be my update. That'll be on TBZ production. So I'll show you guys right here. You can guys comment, subscribe to my channel on my main channel, TBZ production. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy. See you guys next time, and peace.